Good, bright and beautiful Sunday, May 1st, 2022. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith from Garden State Weather Premium here on YouTube, Garden State Weather Forecast and Garden State Weather on Facebook, and Garden State WX on Twitter. Well, we're going to take a look at the weather for the next couple of days into the week ahead. This is our first day of the new month of May 2022. And right now we're looking at minimum temperatures that reached 32 degrees, which is freezing on the Fahrenheit scale, or below that this morning across many areas here in the Poconos, northwestern New Jersey, central New Jersey, and even southern New Jersey this morning. We take a look at the air temperatures right now. They're rising, and we should get back into the upper 60s and lower 70s across the region this afternoon. Why this is not working, I do not know. I had the data filter set at freezing, that's the reason. Temperatures already this morning rising well into the 50s and lower 60s. This 80 degrees here, that's wrong. That's an outlier. And it's cooler right along the immediate coastline with lots of sunshine. And let's see if we can take a look at some of those webcams from out of Asbury. Sure can. The swells coming in from off the ocean here in Asbury this morning. And lots of people on the beach already walking out there early this morning, getting their first, there's a few people here on the beach too. It's a little chillier right along the coast with temperatures in the 50s, bright blue skies, and relatively calm winds on the ocean front here, and just a myriad of people getting out there on this Sunday, May 1st. It's going to be packed later today. Switch on over to the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia I-95 corridor this morning, where temperatures are in the low to mid 50s, a few 60s now beginning to show up this morning. Take this out and do the national viewpoint here, and this will come up. You see temperatures here in the 40s across southeastern Canada and northern New England, getting into the 50s around Rhode Island and Massachusetts here, and Connecticut and back into Jersey. Temperatures really warm now through the Tennessee River Valley area. This is going to set the stage for another complex of storms moving through. Dangerous situation with tornadic activity that has occurred over the last several days, and including the 3 deaths of storm chasers from Oklahoma State University that were bisecting Kansas this past Friday. And they hydroplaned, and a semi Big Mac truck killed them, unfortunately. Young students, and our hearts and prayers go out to all of the families and friends from the university as well. Temperatures elsewhere this morning are in the 60s to mid and upper 70s in Florida, where it's looking really nice this morning. Cool air across the central and northern plains and into the high reaches here out of southeastern Canada, British Columbia, and northwestern United States. Taking a look at the cloud cover here across the contiguous United States, plenty of moisture here, plenty of clouds here across the central plains down to the Arklatex area, beginning to advance further east here. This is our warm front. This is our big upper level low, which will fill across southeastern Canada during the next 24 hours, send a warm front through our region. And if we stop this now and get to the very end here, we're under clear skies right now, and high clouds will begin to filter in throughout the afternoon. Some showers may get into the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia I-95 corridor later tonight and into tomorrow morning. 24-hour temperature changes here. It's much colder in the plains with that upper level low and cold front, and occluded front here through the Midwest here into the southern reaches here of Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas. It's a little bit warmer here across the central plains and cooler right along the west coast, and it's a big warm up here. The Ohio River Valley, Tennessee River Valley area here into northern New Jersey, and the New York area here into southern New England as well. In New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia I-95 corridor, we're expecting temperatures to be a little cooler right along the immediate coast here into the upper 50s, right along the waterways here, all along the Atlantic coastline here in southern New England, southeastern Long Island and New York, and the back bays here on the north and south shore of Connecticut and north shore of Long Island here. Interior sections will reach the mid and upper 60s here across Long Island. And in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area, temperatures around 70, 71 degrees under bright blue skies with increasing cloud cover. Temperatures elsewhere in the upper 60s. It's about normal for this time of the year. In fact, it's a few degrees above normal here across the interior valleys and interior northeast here. And it's cooler right along the immediate coast, which would naturally be expected with the air temperatures here from the Atlantic and the air temperatures here from the mainland here on a south flow. Yeah. Well, enjoy today because tomorrow is going to be quite cool. We have we have warm front here making it through central and southern New Jersey and the Delmarva area where temperatures are going to be in the 60s to the mid 70s in Virginia and Maryland and southern New Jersey here. But north of that, where the front doesn't get through, well, you get winds off the ocean, triple point low between maritime air mass, polar air mass, subtropical air mass, and you get temperatures that are in the low to mid 50s in Connecticut and mid 70s in Virginia. That's your Monday. Coming up on Tuesday, temperatures rebound into the low and mid 60s, cooler along the shore points again and the ocean. You can see that nicely here. On Wednesday, temperatures again in the low to the mid 60s, warmer as you head to the southwest from the Turnpike south into Delaware and Virginia and Maryland here. Temperatures getting bumped up again on Thursday ahead of the next frontal system. Temperatures in the 60s to low 70s across the area, so that looks nice. Finally, when that cold front comes through, temperatures back down at the low and mid 60s, even some upper 50s across the region, especially north and east. And as we head into next Saturday, temperatures fall again slightly below normal. So you're wondering, what are the anomalies for tomorrow? Well, they're 6 to 7 or 8 degrees above normal as you head to the southwest here from Pennsylvania south. And they're about neutral to below normal and well below normal here across Connecticut, southeastern New York, the Hudson River Valley area, Long Island, northeastern New Jersey. Blah, right? You go from this to this if you're in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. And then during the day on Tuesday, temperatures again, a few degrees above normal to the west, a few degrees below normal to the east. And that trend continues on Wednesday, and that trend continues with a moderation here above normal by a degree or two on Thursday. Back down again on Friday for everyone, unfortunately. And next Saturday looks chilly as well. Some 7 to 10 degree departures below where they should be for this time of the year. And the normal high temperatures are about 70 degrees. Let's quickly do the pollen for today. It's on the high side. It's the oaks, the birches, and the maples, the big trees. 5-day forecast is going to come down a little bit tomorrow into the medium side with the rain showers moving through in the overnight and early morning hours. Back up again on the high side on Tuesday. Lower again on Wednesday in the medium side and pretty much on the medium to high side on Thursday as well. Take a look at the asthma forecast for today. It's at 7.4, a little bit lower tomorrow. Slightly better breathing weather tomorrow, but not so much for the rest of the week. Taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center here, we do have strong to perhaps locally damaging gusts possible across southeastern Louisiana this morning. The threat appears too localized and brief for a watch, but we'll be monitoring this. And the other areas of interest here are the watches. We don't have any of those. We don't have just this severe potential watch unlikely 55 minutes ago. The outlooks for today, let's see if we can pull that up. Forecast, we can do, Storm Prediction Center. And we'll do this, most of this again, across Texas. Let's do day 1 here. Yeah, this is going to be an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms across the southern plains. Bird large hail, damaging winds, a few tornadoes with possible this afternoon and overnight across the southern high plains. Isolated gusty winds, hail also possible. Southern plains, same thing. Next, in a series of shortwave troughs to dig southeast across the Great Basin. Notable mid-level height pressure falls confined to only a small portion of the high plains very late in the period. So we'll be monitoring this. And with the warm front south of the region, we'll be monitoring this area here as well. Null Earth 500 millibar pattern off the GFS and sub-GFS. Here's that ocean storm that has been plaguing the Northeast. It's now out over the ocean. 500 millibars, 10 millibars. We still have blocking here in the northern Atlantic. This is an NAO signature right over Greenland here. That's probably the reason why this storm has been moving so slowly. And even at 70 millibars, it still kind of shows up. 250 millibar jet stream structure across the United States. Shortwave Ridge here over the East Coast, extending in from Hudson's Bay all the way down to the northern mid-Atlantic and central and southern mid-Atlantic. Underneath is a very fast flow here, 250 millibars at jet stream level here in southern branch of our jet stream. Polar branch here. Get back to 500 millibars. You can see this nicely. Shortwave Ridge here from Hudson's Bay all the way into the northern mid-Atlantic. And another shortwave here coming in over the Great Lakes. This is our upper level low. And all of this is being blocked up from moving because you've got this here being blocked, okay? And then you've got the shortwave ridge today, which is confluence and convergence in the atmosphere, sinking air, initially on a northwest flow at 500 millibars, and 700 millibars looks like this too. So shortwave ridge here, upper low here, and a warm front that's trying to build from southwest to northeast across the region. And it's debatable how far this is going to get. And lots of energy here off the west coast and the Aleutian Islands as well. It's going to be an active pattern moving forward. So here's the forecast going forward here from the European 500 millibar height anomalies here, geopotential height and anomalies here. We'll start this out from last night's run on April 30th here. Here's our big low off the east coast now, southern Atlantic. Here is our ridge here with larger height anomalies here. So that's evacuating, and we get into that warming trend with this shortwave ridge from Hudson's Bay down through the northern mid-Atlantic, and that upper low cut off across the Great Lakes, which is filling and weakening and being pinched off here by the ridge as it heads over our region. And a couple of upper lows here, short waves coming into the west coast and the central and southern plains. This is going to ignite an area of showers and thunderstorms across the southern plains today and tonight and tomorrow. And now, as we get into Tuesday, the ridge axis anomalies are over the eastern United States, cool pockets here in the central plains and the west coast as well. But these are the anomalies now. So let's get into the 500 millibar heights here. And you can see exactly what is going on. We've got a very dominant northern polar flow here. A warm, relatively west to east flow across the country, a few perturbations moving through. As we get into Thursday, that's when a short wave here and a cold front is going to move through the area here in the east coast. And here's our next upper level low. Look at all these rising heights over the top of this upper low. This is a Rex block here in the country here as we head into Friday nationally across the central and southern plains. And this low is going to be slowed down from reaching the east coast with a southeast wind or a southwest wind trying to warm things up again before things begin to cool down on Saturday. Being blocked off here. Probably want to do North America. This is a better view of this. And you can see the pattern which is evolving here. So the cutoff low gets stuck over the east coast on next weekend. And that means unsettled weather conditions, shortwave ridge here, or large-scale ridging here across the central plains, up into Canada, down through Texas, and more perturbations in this flow here across the west. So things are really going to get interesting because this low gets just pinched off from the flow across the East Coast as we head into next week. Not this week coming up, but the following weekend. Things are really going to look interesting around here. Not so good wise. No. And of course, vorticity matters, so we probably just want to get back into the United States here. We'll do United States proper. And we don't really have much going on here, except Tuesday with the warm front. This is a scatterbot PVA moving through with the warm front. Better PVA moving into the region as we head into Thursday, and even this doesn't look too impressive. But by the end of the forecast period, as we head into late next week and next weekend, this cutoff low and vorticity will be south of the region, but it lingers into early next week. So this looks like an onshore flow, large scale, high scale, large scale northeast flow, upper low cutoff, and that doesn't really spell good weather for the eastern United States. Not this week, but the following week. As far as precipitation and type of precipitation, here comes the warm front. It's slow to reach the area, a few scattered showers around, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm, low top thunderstorm, late tonight, early tomorrow morning across the northeast here. What's most impressive to me is this next wave coming in with this next frontal system here on Wednesday afternoon, again with chances of rain showers across the region. But what's most apparent to me here is the severe weather out threat again going on and through the central and southern plains again as we head into next Friday. The northeast will be drying out, but then here comes that system for next weekend. And the winds are all going to be off the ocean. They're going to be from the southeast, and the influx of moisture coming in too. So plenty of rain coming into New Jersey and the coastal waters and the coastline here. And this isn't really going to go anywhere because the front's going to stall. Okay, we've got high pressure, a strong east fetch off the ocean, and very cool weather for this time of the year coming in for next weekend, the 8th. Okay, so this is Mother's Day. Not looking so nice here. No, kind of raw, chilly. We'll take a look at the temperatures in just a moment. Just to prove I'm not lying here, as we get into next Saturday and Sunday with an east wind and a stalled out frontal boundary and a closed upper low spinning out over the central and southern mid-Atlantic here, temperature anomalies are going to be like 2-3 degrees below normal. So next Sunday, Mother's Day, yeah, not nice. If you look at these anomalies here, that's not good. It means cool, wet weather, and finally break out of that. Well, let's hope, right? Let's hope, but doesn't look so good. This is a real cool kick in the can, isn't it? Total snowfall, 10-to-1 ratio. Obviously, it's going to be much different than that depending on the moisture content and the temperature profiles across the region over the next 10 days, but you still see across the British Columbia, portions of Alaska, into the interior Northwest and the Rockies here. Still snow season. Yeah. Honing in on the European model guidances here, 6-hour precipitation, 10 millibar, 10 meter wind barbs here. You can see a northeast flow developing across the region early next week, an onshore flow, and backing around to the northwest shortly thereafter and back to the northeast again. And east wind coming in for next Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and plenty of rainfall too, especially central and southern areas here. So yeah, if you're looking for a really nice Mother's Day, that's not showing up in the data at all at this point. Not for us, no. So I think we'll have one more large scale look here at Asbury Park's boardwalk. There's people on the beach here now. It is close to 11 a.m. here, and plenty of people walking on the boardwalk too. Enjoy the weather because big changes are coming your way. And we didn't even get into the climate prediction center's forecast, and that probably ended on Saturday. They're probably going to be off today. 6 to 10 day period from Friday the 6th through the 10th. Below normal temperatures here across most of the forecast region. 8 to 14, just about neutral. Precipitation over the next 6 to 10 days is going to be from the 6th through the 10th or whatever. They're forecasting lower amounts, like 30–40% below where they should be for this time of the year. But that doesn't mean that systems aren't coming through, and that doesn't mean that Mother's Day is not going to be nice, because I'm telling you now, it's not. For Garden State weather, I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. You make it a great Sunday, May 1st, 2022.